Top of the morning, y'all. Very serious video I got for you today. St. Mary Magdalene Catholic Church in Louisiana, just Abbeville, Louisiana. Very, very close to me. I mean, not far at all, y'all. Young man, about 16 years old, comes to the back of the church, pulls an AR-15, and is immediately tackled by parishioners. And you know what? The post-game interview says that pretty much the entire church was packing heat. God bless them for doing that. Well, the gunman's first mistake was doing this in the state of Louisiana. I'm right here in Mississippi. We got pretty much the exact same people. You come into a church in the deep south with a gun. Understand that you're going to have about 47 other guns pointed right back at you in a heartbeat. These may be church-going people, but I promise you, they do not mind sending you straight to hell. Everyone carries a gun in church in the South. My mom, my dad, even my meemaw used to carry a little 380 in her purse just in case. I want y'all to remember something. Biden said it is irrational to have guns at church. I say it's irrational to protect Biden. Or at least in church, we're protecting something sacred. One of my best friends in the world lives just outside of Dallas, and I thought he was joking when he said his pastor in Texas preached with a silver revolver on his hip and a white cowboy hat. I thought he was kidding. But then people got fire and brimstone locked and loaded. Y'all remember that church shooting in Texas about 4 years ago? It lasted 6 seconds. Y'all just imagine for a second if it was allowed to go on for 5 to 7 minutes before the police could actually get there, if it was a gun-free zone. Even though the first man to respond was shot before he actually was able to draw his weapon, he gave the others plenty of time to draw fire on the shooter. He saved many people. He stopped a whole bunch of casualties by standing up like a man and not backing down. Not to mention there's a scene in there where there was a man laying over his wife's body just protecting her from any kind of bullets that would fly in her direction. This kind of stuff sounds like it's out of a movie, but the persecution of the church is coming, y'all. And you and me are going to be faced with this kind of stuff in the very near future. Does the American population see how important masculinity is yet? Or if this goes down in your church, do you want a soy boy next to you, or do you want a man who pulled up in a square body truck and already has 2 cups of black coffee in him? Now, I didn't even plan this, but we got the perfect sponsor for today's video. It's almost too good. Nugenix Total T. It's a powerful testosterone booster. It helps me not feel tired, not feel low energy. And these men who are heroes walking in these churches and stopping the bad guys, they're often 40 to 60 years old. Age don't mean you got to lose your manhood is what I'm saying. This stuff is safe. There's no doctors, no lines, and it's going to make you feel like this guy over here in the corner of the screen, which is what all men want to feel like. Get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Just text 231-231. Text it now and they will add a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, which is their fat incinerator, on the house. 231-231. Just pay shipping and handling, and I will put the link below. Listen to me, y'all. I'm serious as a heart attack. There's going to come a time very soon when the lockdowns will probably come back. Maybe not because of a virus, but war, anarchy, martial law, you name it, this fall even. And the only way people are going to be able to have church whatsoever is with their neighbors. I'm telling y'all right now, we are in the days of persecution. It has all started, and this should supercharge God's people. The biggest time we've always thrived is when the church is under persecution. And I want y'all to remember something. 1 Peter 5:8, be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of sufferings. When I saw this in Louisiana last night, I instantly thought about the gun jamming in Pittsburgh just last week. And it's a miracle that nobody was actually injured. And I thought to myself, dang, they actually caught the devil in church. How about that? Now, I haven't shared this ever, but I will real quick, because right around this New Year, okay, there was a guy that walked into our church down here in Mississippi wearing camo pants, a button-down shirt, and he had a long ponytail. He's about 30 years old, which is, you know, camo pants is fine for my country ass sitting out here in the middle of the woods, but walking into church is a little bit weird, especially with a button-down shirt. You're going to get a couple eyes on you is what I'm saying. It came time for the prayer at the end, and there's probably 1,000 people inside the church, and this guy stands up. Every head bowed, every eye closed type of thing, and this guy stands up. Well, I can't ever turn my self-awareness off wherever I go anyway, so I instantly looked at my buddy Bear, who's sitting right next to me. I said, we need to get up there. And we both moved, and he got on one side of him, I got on the other side, and there's a guy from the security team at the church that got right behind him who was a former Marine. At the end, The guy who was a Marine looked at us and said, I'm really glad that y'all were here because it ain't like we got 40 guys on the security team. So the last thing I want to tell y'all is don't ever trust in security teams to keep you safe. If your preacher is going around telling the congregation that we have a security team and no one's allowed to pack heat in church, he is no better than Joe Biden. He's weak, he's a coward, and he's leaving your life and your family's life in the hands of about 2 to 4 guys who are supposed to keep you safe. Leave that church and go somewhere where cowardice ain't present, okay? Persecution of the church is here, y'all, so be alert and of sober mind. God bless you. Be good.